Namaste programs and welcome to the final leg of the Microsoft Flight Simulator Iceland Bush Trip. It's leg 8. We're going from wherever we were, BIPA, it's not telling me where we were. Patricksfjorda, we were at Patricksfjorda Airport and we're heading to Reykjavik, B-I-R-K, all the way down here to finish our trip. Let's get going. Looks like we've got enough runway. We don't need to turn around. Let's just get going. Now, full disclosure, I normally do my daily videos before lunch. But because this trip was going to be 50 minutes ETA, I didn't have time. So I went and had lunch. And yeah, it was a bit of a boozy lunch. So if we plow into a mountain, you'll know why. Although if we plow into a mountain, I won't use that take. So you'll never know. You'll never know. Have we plowed into a mountain? We haven't. But this is attempt 1. And as I mentioned last trip or the trip before, I've only failed one trip. And that was 2 or 3 ago. That was the first time because I went too fast. I hit the red, barely hit the red, and the game ended. So we want 191 for 13 minutes and 25 seconds. We need a bit more speed. We need a bit more speed so that we can get more height. We need to get over this hill here. Well, we are going to Snæfellsjökull. 44 nautical miles south of Patricksfjorda Airport is one of Iceland's most famous landmarks. Snæfellsjökull, a beautiful volcano. Volcano. Again, boozy lunch. English, hard. Plane. Climb. There we go. Are we going to make it? Feel like we are. I'm just going to leave the flaps where they are. We're going to leave the speed at quite slow and just gradually try and get higher than this hill here. That must be the volcano way off in the distance there. Snæfellsjökull. Snæfellsjökull? Something like that anyway. Alright, I think we can get the flaps down. Keep the plane in a climb though. Flaps up actually. My bad. Didn't start the clock. So let's go. We've probably done, well, 2 minutes. So we'll now aiming for like 11 minutes, not 13. Although again with the slow speed. It's a tricky one. It's a bit of art involved here. Thank you, Patricksfjorda. You are very lovely. Sun hasn't come out behind the clouds just yet. Let's hope so by the end of the trip. Although there it wasn't even behind the clouds, behind the mountains. It's climbing now. Hello, sun. Oh, and then it's behind the mountains. Decided, nah, fuck it. Don't want to get up. Way too early. And quite frankly, I'm with you, son. I'm with you. Have a bit of a sleep in with my blessings. Oh, I don't think we can level off. Let's go 95 and -5. Try and pick up a bit of speed. Wow, we're going straight over this huge expanse of water, huh? I guess going around the edge there would have taken quite the amount of time. Fair enough. Well, the previous 2 legs were like less than 15 minutes each. Perhaps you could have split it up a little bit better. That's my only complaint, and it's not really a complaint. I'm okay with it. Let's go. Let's cross this. So we've done 2 minutes of what we're going to call 11, if not 13. Let's see how trimming's going. Let's see, we're at 170. We're still sort of ballooning around a bit. Getting up to 450 vertical speed. Let's see where it hits on the down swing. Barely 100. 150. 145 even. I think we're going to try 6% then. There we go. See how that goes. Get our direction correct. There we go. See how our trim's doing. I did bump the aileron there, so not the aileron, the there's a word that's escaped my mind. What's the thing that makes us go up and down? Not left and right? Shit. My brain. So minus 230, 35, 235. Still much higher. I'm going to go down to 7% then. Beautiful. Get back on course. We've done nearly 4 minutes of 13. Very much must be that mountain over there. Is Snæfellsjökull. There we go. Try and keep our direction going properly again. Does this have... Oh, it does have side trim. Aileron trim. Interesting. Didn't even realize this plane had that. Alright, what are you looking at? Look at this, the sun's, you know, it's alright, it's decided to get up, but it's still going to be a bit slow. I'm like, fuck it, might as well get on with my day. No point going back to sleep. You know, we're just short of halfway there. That looks about right. The hell's this reflection over here? Oh, it's the moon. It's the moon, but the game doesn't know that there's clouds in the road. Or does it? Is that enough of a sliver to cause that kind of reflection? I don't think so. Things have gone a little bit awry there, but we'll allow it. We'll allow it. We can't be reflecting everything. I mean, are these clouds actually the reflection of these clouds? It doesn't really look like it. Maybe. Maybe. What am I doing? I'm going the wrong way. There we go. Back this way to get to 191. There we go. Much better. Oh, bit too much trim on that. Trying the rudder trim. Oh, we need to go... Wow, the rudder trim is really sensitive. Okay. Not good. Not good, I tell you. There we go. Back to where we were. Definitely quite a bit of wind going on here. Just as I trim the rudder and it's going quite nicely, we get blown off course. Gusty wind is what I should say. If it was constant wind, the rudder trimming would do wonders, but this gusty wind is causing us, well, causing me issues. It's not causing you issues, presumably. If it is, I apologize. Alright, nearly 8 minutes of somewhere between 11 and 13, maybe even more given that this is the first segment. Looks like we've got quite a bit of civilization on this foreign shore. This opposite shore. See what the sun's up to. It still hasn't fully gotten out of bed yet. Just reading its, iPhone, seeing what's new, reading its text messages. But it'll get up any minute now. Get on with its day. Yeah, definitely more than halfway now. We've nearly crossed this entire bay. Or is it a fjord? Is it a fjord? Or is it a bay? Or is it what? How does one determine these things? Who is the international standards organization for whether you name something a fjord or an inlet or a bay or a what? Well, that proves it. This moon is now completely behind the clouds, but it still has a reflection in the water. So, pretty good. Pretty damn good Flight Simulator, but sometimes not 100%. Unless that's what it looks like. IRL. When the moon is behind clouds. I doubt it. Doesn't seem right to me, but who knows? I could be completely effing wrong. It wouldn't be the first time, and it certainly won't be the last. Bit of a runway over there, not one we're landing on though. A beautiful volcano. Ah, isn't it lovely? Your parents must be very proud. "11 minutes just ticked by. So yeah, maybe we will hit 13:25, even though I started the clock so late. Does this mean that we're 2 nautical miles from where we're headed, from the turn? I've never really looked at that. Doesn't seem to be going down, so perhaps not. No, it's going up, so yeah, not what it is at all. It must be just some link to a radio station somewhere, or marker, whatever you call it, transponder. Probably going to turn when we arrive at this little town down here. Which is possibly also called Snæfellsjökull. Got a little stadium. Look at that. Go the football stadium. Icelandic football alive and well. Well, it must be. Didn't England lose to Iceland in some match at some point not so long ago? There's more registered football players in England than there are Icelanders in existence. So they definitely play footy. Soccer is what I'm talking about. Football. Alright, when are we turning purple line? I think we're higher than all of this, but we're good. We're good. I don't want to actually turn at the mountain. Guess we're going to the other shore then. We're about to hit we just hit 13 minutes. The ETA was 13:25. Definitely very low res aerial photography from this part of the world. I can't imagine, well, maybe it all just looks like fields like this. Doubt it though, doubt it. I think we're just, you know, jumping into Microsoft Flight Simulator 98. If there was one. Really? We're still going, huh? There we go, now we're turning. We want 85 degrees for 4 minutes 15. We're going to Grandafjord. Just east of Snæfellsjökull lies Grandafjorda, a small village located where deep sea and steep mountains dramatically meet. Oh, won't it be dramatic? It better be dramatic. Where is it though? Over these mountain range. Is it going to be on the water this side or the other side? Looking at the purple line, it almost might be the other side, although it's only 4 minutes 15, so maybe it's behind this little hill here, this ridge. Definitely got a few fields and farms around here, so much more populated over here than it was over the other side. And we should be heading into the most populated Reykjavik area. I wonder if we need to be a bit higher. I think the answer to that is yes. So let's go to like -2%. Full power and just gain a bit of height. Just to be sure. Halfway there. Where would this village be? Deep sea and steep mountains. What are you talking about? We've got the steep mountains, but we're heading inland here. Is it actually going to be a little village off of, like, down in here somewhere? On this side of things? Alright, I think we're high enough now. Back to 95% power, back to -5%. See how that goes. Maybe back to -7 if we need to. Beautiful little section of mountains here, all lit up by the rising sun. Well, there is a fjord there, so we might be heading directly to, although we're only 30 seconds away now. Are we going to make it over this hill in 30 seconds? I guess we were going a bit slow because of the climb I did. Well, it is a fjord, so Fjord. There must be a little town behind that little hill there, little bump. Bottom of the fjord. Oh, we've already turned, huh? What village, huh? What village? Was it this house back here? There was one house back there I saw. There. That must be Fjord village. Alright. We're now going 125 for 743. Eldborg. East-southeast of Fjord lies Eldborg crater, a volcanic creation that has near circular form and is best seen from the air. Oh, circular crater, huh? How exciting. 125 for 743. Looks like we need to trim down to 7. Where would this crater though? We're heading straight to water. What crater? Oh, this is definitely a volcano in front of us as well. It's very much a caldera going on there. Let's have a look around, let's see what's going on. Nice coastal view there. Can't see the moon. The moon can't see me. Bunch of farmland below us here. Excellent, excellent. We're heading to this mysterious circular crater. Have a look at this one while we're over it. Definitely a volcanic crater, right? Look at that, caldera. And then one side of it's all blown up. Must have been spectacular. Alright, we've done nearly 3 minutes of nearly 8 minutes. More farms. Just farmland everywhere around here. Not sort of covered everywhere, but just little patches of farmland. I still can't really say, though, another 4 minutes or so and we'll be at the Eldborg crater near circular form. I'm not really seeing where that would be. It's all just ocean, fjords. Where's this crater then? canals. Straight line waterways. Canals everywhere. Look, there's canals over here. My goodness. Everything's been carved up. Carve it all up. Get us the water. Alright. We're now 3 minutes away from mythical crater. Light on the trees. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? It all looks like they've got, you know, lights on them, but it's just the sun. Not bad sim, not bad simulation. You're doing a good job. Is this the near circular crater? You're now 2 minutes out from Eldborg crater. Really not seeing what it could be. Bunch of little farmhouses and almost a village here at the mouth of the river. Not really massive civilization, but people nonetheless. Alright, 1 minute to go till Eldborg crater. Circular creation. I mean, there we go. We've now, where is it? Is that it there? We've changed. I don't see any circular creation. What's going on? That's almost a runway over on the left. Okay. Having not found anything there, we're now going to Boganez. Surrounded by forests and steeped in history, Bogans, maybe, lies 8.6 nautical miles southeast of Eldborg. Alright, let's go. 163 for 544. What was this crater then? It can only be seen from the air. No idea. No idea what that was meant to be. Where? I mean, if it's a volcanic crater, it surely is a bit of a mountain as well. Nothing. I see nothing. Interesting. Lots more farmland going on now. Fairly big roads. Maybe even the odd village, maybe? Maybe not. Maybe not. On our way to Bogarnes. Bogarnes. Who knows? I am not familiar with the Icelandic language, unfortunately, so I wouldn't have a clue how to pronounce anything. I am an ignoramus, if that wasn't already clear. Righty-o then. 3 minutes of 5:44. Surrounded by forests and steeped in history. Is it a town? Doesn't even say what it is. It just says Bogarnes. I guess if it's steeped in history, it must be some town. Where are these forests, though? I mean, there's forests in front of us right now and below us right now, but we're still 2 minutes out from where we're supposed to be. And I don't see no town. Maybe on the other side of the water? There's a big road here heading to who knows where. Alright, we're a minute out. Is this Bogarnes? Is that it? Is that all there is? And you're saying surrounded by forests? I mean, not exactly. Sort of sparse. Maybe it's just the algorithm not really putting enough trees in or something. And look, there is quite a big town here. Couldn't quite see that from the distance. Bit of a bridge across. Fair enough. Fair enough, I suppose. It's pretty big. Got some, you know, dock facilities or something there. My apologies if you can pick up the dogs having a fight outside my window. Okay, program, sorry for the rough transition there. Unfortunately, somewhere around here, this is actually take 2. I got the black screen saying that I'd overstressed the aircraft. I was being very careful not to go into the red, but apparently I did. I don't know, I'll have to go back and look at the recording. Maybe Editor Chaz will have more to say. Editor Chaz, anything? Yeah, thanks, past me. Yeah, while I was talking about the dogs and actually looking out the window at said dogs, or at least trying to, yeah, I didn't notice that I'd gone to a 178, 179, which apparently crashes the plane. Thank you, Editor Chaz. Yeah, so let's continue. We want 134. We arrived at Bogarnes, 134 for 556. We're heading to Glimmer Waterfall. 19.3 nautical miles southeast of Morgans lies Glimmer Waterfall. So yeah, I guess either something went wrong with the game, I don't know. I thought I was being very careful not to hit the overspeed, or yeah, that's what you get when you have a couple of wines for lunch and then try and fly an aeroplane. You overstress it without even knowing it. There it is. That's now 2 in the one bush trip out of all the bush trips I've done where I fucked it up. Assuming I did fuck it up. I am obviously not Editor Chaz. Editor Chaz in the future. Me, past Chaz, doesn't know whether I actually got it wrong or not. But I guess you do, because you've seen Editor Chaz's little note about it. So we continue. Did I say 134 for 556? I may have, I may not have. But I have now. Perhaps once, perhaps twice. Oi, there's someone else in my airfield, airspace. Airspace is the word I'm looking for. Get out of it, you know. Get out of it. Maybe someone crashed into me. Maybe well, that can't happen. It's actually impossible, but, you know, hey. Right now I'm looking for excuses as to how I somehow managed to destroy my aircraft. And then had to fly all the way back there. Which was a good, well, you know, we're not far from the end now, so a good probably 30 minutes wasted. That's the problem. Oh, that was always the problem with these bush trips. It's not just a problem, it's not a problem I've ever encountered so far. Where I've had to do the whole thing again. Or most of the thing again. I did a couple of legs ago, but that was a really short one. Wasn't a major issue, and it messed up right at the beginning. But this one, finally, it's happened. On one of the super long legs, I messed it up towards the end. That hurts. Feels bad, man. That's a Monka S, as they say, as the kids like to say. Anyway, we're halfway, well, you know, just under halfway to the waterfall. I don't know that it'll be rendered in as a waterfall. We'll see. Don't know how the algorithm would be able to figure that out from aerial photography. Maybe it's in here as a 3D object. We shall find out. Maybe, like that circular crater, I won't have any idea what it's fucking talking about. These are the mysteries in life that keep it interesting. Now you notice I'm now doing 90% and 5% down trim. Definitely not doing 170. It's too risky. It's too risky. The slightest bit of downdraft and suddenly, presumably, that's what happened, because I wasn't turning, I wasn't looking around, don't even think I was touching the controller, to be honest. I just got the black screen, so yeah, something presumably sped me up a bit. And given we were doing 170, which is what the timing seems to suggest I need to do, too risky. So now we're back to like doing 160, 165, so that minor speed ups don't cause us to end the mission. But it also means that we're going slower than we should be. I'm doing my 30 minutes there again. I was definitely late for every single marker, so yeah, definitely thinks it should be 170. And it's a bit odd that this aircraft's cruise speed is like 5-10 knots below its explode and fall apart out of the sky speed. Seems a bit risky, if you ask me. So, you know, short answer to that is fuck this aircraft. I hope we don't have to use it ever again. Not to mention it's ugly. sorry, aircraft. I know you've been crashing because I called you ugly about 5 legs ago, but yeah. You're still ugly. I hate you. It's all Obi-Wan's fault. More and more civilization. Moon over there. Plane off in the distance. We've done 530 or 556. I don't think we're going to see a waterfall. Could be that little blob there. Who knows? Where would a waterfall be in this arrangement of mountains and lakes and rivers? Probably not what I was pointing at there. Presumably actually beyond the other side of this, I mean, that maybe? Bit of white water there? Should all be going down this way, right? To the sea from this lake. Well, we're turning anyway. Wherever this waterfall is, I'm sure it's very pretty. Alright, so we're going 174 for 239. Thingvellir National Park. A short distance from Glimmer Waterfall is Thingvellir National Park, one of the most spectacular destinations in Iceland. I'll be the judge of that. Oh, it's so spectacular. Look at that. Isn't it lovely? I think part of the problem is the way this plane looks from above, in that it's messing with my perception of whether we're going up and down. It looks like the plane to me right now, for example, is pointing up, when in fact, if you look at our vertical speed, it's pointing down. And I can't really see that, and I think maybe that's what the issue has been. I feel like I need to be pulling the plane up or pushing it down, when in fact it's already going down, and that's causing a burst of speed which is causing it to explode. That's my excuse anyway. Whereas most of the other planes I've flown, it seems fairly intuitive whether we're just looking at it without having to look at the dials, whether I'm climbing or not. This one, not so much. Where's this national park then? What, all of this over here maybe? Looks more like to me we're heading into a town. Yeah, another 40 seconds to the national park. This whole area maybe? Beyond the water there, over there, perhaps there's some wetlands or something? Spectacular destination apparently. Oh, you know, this looks like it might be sort of a bit of greenery where people can walk around and little paths and things. And then maybe this is all part of it too. Interesting. Very interesting. There we go. A few seconds late. From our slow speed, restart our clock. We now want 271. For 7:14. Reykjavik. Reykjavik, the capital and most popular city in Iceland, lies west-southwest of Thingvellir National Park. Excellent. Over to you, Reykjavik. Zero point. 7:14. Okay, the plane's plummeting out of the sky again. I don't know why. I've not touched anything on the trim or anything. Or the controller. I wonder if they're downdrafts or something that's causing that. And if I happen to have been at 170, that would have pushed me to 180, 175, 180, which would have ended the game, ended the mission, ended the leg, ended the sim, whatever you want to call it. Wasted 30 minutes of my time is the way I look at it. But also, you know, there you go. You try and do these bush trips without ever failing, because, I mean, if you did it in real life and you fail, that's it, you're dead. So, I've now died twice in... Well, how many bush trips have there been? Let's see. Colorado, Patagonia, France, Balkans. I think there was only 3 originally, and then they added France, and there's another one I'm forgetting, and then they added 5 on this one. So, and this is the second one I'm doing. So this is my 6th or 7th bush trip. I feel like there's one I'm missing. And I've only died twice, and twice on this bush trip because of this plane. I don't like this plane. That's the problem. You only die twice. Can't think of what the other bush trip might be. Patagonia, Colombia, what am I fucking saying? Colorado, France, Balkans, and then these 5. Was there really only 4 before this? I feel like there was one more. I feel like there was 4 originally, although actually there's only 3 on the achievements. So there was an original 3, which was Colorado, Patagonia, Balkans. And then they added, I feel like they added one before France, and then France, and now these 5. Japan update didn't have one. It had a scenic tour. The British update had a scenic tour, but no bush trip. And then France update, and then the Nordic update. Alright, we've done through, anyway. Trying to figure out things without being able to look at them right now. While also having had a few drinks. It's not conducive for a good memory, that's for sure. We've done 4 minutes of 7:14. We're heading into the outskirts of Reykjavik, I assume. This is it here. In 3 minutes, we'll be very close to the airport, so I'll read that out now. The final leg in about 3 minutes is only 36 seconds long. 1:51, Reykjavik. This incredible exploratory journey comes to a close at Reykjavik Airport. So that airport will be here somewhere. I think we can actually probably start losing some height, huh? That seems to make sense to me. Go down to 50%, just start floating down. That must be the airport there. I can see flashing lights. It is on the picture around some water, so that probably fits. And 1:51, yeah, we're sort of heading out this way and then turning around that way to get to the airport. Alright, why are we at 170? That's a good question. Let's slow her down. Some nice little suburbs here, lots of people. Doesn't look like super duper large buildings or anything anywhere. Maybe if we get a bit closer we'll see some. Another plane in front of us. Trying to figure out the direction of this airport. I see it on here. Yeah, I think it goes from left to right. But that doesn't really match what I'm seeing. Well, actually, on the picture I am, there's actually multiple runways. So if it's suggesting I should land on the one in the picture, then that seems to be going that way. I have flown here before. I have had a bit of a look around Reykjavik. Way back when the game first came out. I'm not really seeing where these runways are. Is this a small runway that goes that way? Yeah, I think it is. Let's get our flaps down. Power right down. Let's see on the picture, what would that be? Couple of smaller runways crossing a much larger runway, but don't know what I'm looking at. Am I looking at the large runway or the small ones? It must be the small one, but where's the large one then? Weird. Actually weird. It's only showing this. Is this the wrong airport? Is there another airport somewhere? BIRK, that's where I'm headed. Past this little island. Yeah, that's definitely it. I guess this is a big long runway that way? I don't want to land on the little one, I want to land on the big one. But the big one doesn't have flashing lights. But why? Where are your flashing lights? Where's the tower in the picture? I can see the tower. There's no tower in the picture. I feel like this is the wrong airport. Oh, there we go. There's some flashing lights for this runway. I'm landing that way. Cool. Cool. I'll allow it. Awesome, awesome. Fair amount of civilization here in Reykjavik. With the height at the moment, I feel like we're doing okay, but maybe we're not. Maybe we're too high. See what this view shows me. Haven't really timed that particularly well. And then it's a much lower. Okay, this is actually one of the shorter runways too. I'm coming in on the side one. The big long one is that other way. Alright, stop complaining, plane. We're Gucci. Let's bring her in. It'll do. This runway will do. Perfect. Perfect for our needs. Let's go. Beautiful. There we go. We made it. Alright. Let's hope it registers. Having basically done this trip twice. God damn it. And Boom! Bush trip completed. 4 hours, 47 minutes. There we go. Well, that was Iceland. That was the bush trip. That was leg 8. In 2 parts, like leg 8 twice. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing. Au revoir. Goodbye.